What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mark coming back at y'all again. And today, what I want to talk about is Brandy's new single called Beggin and Pleadin. Now, I was completely unaware of Brandy coming out with a new single up until I saw CD Mitchell's video like about an hour ago. You know, she was basically talking about Janet Jackson's condition and Whoopi Goldberg claiming that she was not African American and things of that nature. Then what really caught my attention was when she was speaking about Brandy and how she came out with her new single. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I told her that I was going to do a review and, which I'm doing right now. So, with that being said, I'm just going to give you my thoughts on what I think about the song and all that stuff. And, so I had a chance to listen to it on YouTube and, I thought it was a pretty decent song, like, musically, because now musically, it has the 60s, the song sounded like, it could be in the 60s, or Brandy could have been around in the 60s, because that's the kind of vibe that the song was giving me. It had a BB King, what's that man name is? Yeah, it had a BB King feel to it. It had the song was very bluesy and it had an old school vibe and all that stuff, and the song sounded like it could have been made in the 60s and all that stuff. And I now vocally, Brandy did her thing, and they don't just call her the vocal Bible for nothing. You know, like Brandy was really singing on that album. Like she was really giving it her all. And I saw some comments, under the video, on that song, Beggin and Pleadin. And some people were saying that Brandy sounded like Fantasia on some parts, and I completely agree, especially when she was saying words like "Good God Almighty," when she was like, because Brandy has that raspy quality to her voice, and she kind of give you that, you know, that soulful feeling when she sings and all that stuff. And I just think that she did a completely great job with the vocals. And I thought the song was very well put together. And and I'm just looking forward to her new album coming out sometime this year. Now I don't know exactly when the album is supposed to drop, but when it does, y'all can count on me to do a review on it. And by the way, the song had peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 2140 charts or something like that. So the song is doing pretty good so far. And what else I wanted to say? Well, that's just about it. Like I said before, the song had an old school vibe to it. Like it sounded like it could have been made in the 60s, and it had a BB King feel to it. And now vocally, I would give this song like probably a 4.5 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5. And musically, I would give it like um I would probably give it like a 3.5 out of 5, something like that. Because musically it was okay, but it wasn't the best. Like I understand that Brain is trying to give us something different from from what she's used to doing. Contemporary R&B and all that stuff. But I just think the song was okay for the most part. Now vocally, she did great, and let me just say this, like I'm a huge Brandy fan. Like I enjoy her music, especially her first 2 albums. Her self-titled album that she came out with. Like okay, speaking now that I'm on the topic, my mom got her first CD that she came out with back in '94, and y'all, I used to wear that CD out, cause they had a lot of great songs in there, like Best Friend, I Want to Be Down, and Broken Hearted, and y'all, those songs were classics. And her second album, Never Say Never, was pretty good as well. In fact, those are my 2 favorite albums from her. Was the one that she came out with in '94, and the one that she came out with back in '98. And the one that she did, like, what was the name of it? I think it was Full Moon. Oh yeah, Full Moon, that came out in 2002. That album was pretty good too. And I feel like with each album, Brandy is showing her growth vocally, and she's just like fine wine. Like she just gets better with time. And she just keeps improving and improving, and that's what makes her a great artist. And what else I wanted to say? Oh, by the way, y'all notice that Brandy always put out albums like every 4 years? Like, that's just the observation that Brandy puts out albums every 4 years. I don't know why, but she just does that for some reason. But anyhow, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Oh, and before I close this video out, I want to give a quick shout out. I want to give a shout out to my neighbor Melanie Pittman. Y'all make sure to check her videos out. Melanie Pittman is a singer. And she's been making videos on YouTube for quite some time now, and just recently she just made another new channel, that's just completely under her name, and I will try to leave the name down there in the description box below. And her name is Melanie Pittman, and she's a singer, and you could catch her. Like, I would recommend y'all checking out her video. She did a cover of Tina Marie's Out on a Limb, and I recommend y'all checking that video out. And y'all, let me tell you, her soprano voice is everything. Like, y'all are gonna get your life when you hear her sing, because that's what she gave me, is life whenever I hear her sing. So I recommend y'all checking her video, because I feel like she's completely underrated and she don't get the credit that she deserves. So I'm just trying to put herself out there, and try to give her more exposure, so the world can recognize her talent and can be able to hear her voice. And like I said before, I will leave the name down there in the description box below, so y'all can check her videos out. And you could also check her other videos out. Songs. She did songs like I Will Always Love You, and she did a cover of Denise Williams' Silly of Me and all that stuff. So y'all can check her other videos out as well. And by the way, Melanie is not really new to YouTube. Like, she's been on YouTube for quite some time now, but she's been doing videos on different channels though. Like, she kept making channels. Like, she would come back one year, leave, or wouldn't be back for a whole nother year or so, and then would just make a whole new channel, covering a whole new song. You know how that goes. But anyhow, y'all check out my neighbor Melanie Pittman, and check out her cover of Tina Marie's Out on a Limb. Like, y'all gonna get y'all life. And in the meantime, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.